everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In this AFC South matchup, we have two top-tier receivers who both are considered deep threats. It's DeAndre Hopkins going up against T.Y. Hilton. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
Tremendous overall athlete, does everything that you're looking for. Big time in the quarterback run game against their better opponents, but can also operate skillfully from the pocket and can beat you with his mind as well.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
With DeAndre Hopkins, I think anyone who's calling plays for him has zero limitations. And what I mean by that is he's a guy you can move outside, you can move him inside, play him on the left side, on the right side. It doesn't matter. Some guys, they have to have the ball in a certain spot. Not Hopkins. Long, short, intermediate. He just wants the football. And then after that, he usually does some pretty good damage with run after catch.
To throw on second is Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
One of the things that distinguishes Vontae Davis at corner is his size. A big, strong, physical player. Can jam receivers at the line of scrimmage, but he also has the agility to run downfield with them. But when you think about him overall, strength is the thing that makes him one of the better corners in the league.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away. Back deep for the Colts is Quan Bray. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Off a 300-yard performance last week in the win over Houston, Jacoby Brissett takes the field along with the Indianapolis Colts offense. And, yes, Houston was without Deshaun Watson with the injury. But good win for Indianapolis.
Yeah, it's an excellent win for Indianapolis. And let's face it, we were all looking forward to Jacoby Brissett dueling with Deshaun Watson, two young, very talented quarterbacks. Tom Savage not quite up to the task for Houston. Brissett took great advantage of it.
Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And we look now at the offense for Indianapolis.
When Frank Gore runs on the field, you do think that he's a model of consistency because he's played so well throughout his career and year in and year out provides excellent numbers that help his team. But when I watch him play, what comes to mind for me is not just the consistency. It's how he attacks the game and how he respects the game. In fact, a general manager told me that when he drafts each and every year, what he looks for in every player is how does he relate to Frank Gore. He compares every player that he drafts to what Frank Gore puts on the field, and that's when he decides if he wants a player or not.
And he goes out right around the 39. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down, Brissett. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. To throw is Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Here we go.
On third down, Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go. Brand 38.
From the gun, here's Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Come on, let's go. Next round.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Drops it underneath to Gore. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
We're set on first down. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. Both the Colts and the Texans haven't had a reliable run game so far. The push up front has not been there, and you have to give credit to both defenses on that front. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Texans opening up on offense. Sheard's got the sack here. This will go for a loss of 7. Colts with the ball early in the second. McKinney's going to take down the QB here. This will go as a loss of 5. Colts now later on the drive. Brissett's going to find his mark, and he'll end up at the 40-yard line before being tackled. Later on the drive, they'd stall out and settle for a field goal. So that'll do it from here. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles. They've got the second half from Indy. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Quan Bray now to return this football. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
False start, offense.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. All right, you ready to go on a tangent with me here real quick?
Let's go.
We were discussing off air the top 5 picks in the 2016 draft. Boy, those guys are having good seasons, aren't they?
They really nailed that one, didn't they? And you go right to the top because Jared Goff, many people wanted to call a bust last year. Oh, no, not at all. The Rams are 6-2. He's playing awfully well as their quarterback. Carson Wentz continues to ascend in Philadelphia. Joey Bosa, not many people blocking him out there in L.A., that's for sure. Zeke's still the premier running back in the league. And Jalen Ramsey is a shutdown corner playing with a lot of aggressiveness. But I think it's also a deep draft. Jordan Howard was a 5th-round pick, right? Dak Prescott, a 4th-round pick, right? I mean, we're talking about guys who can flat-out play. And don't forget Tyreek Hill from Kansas City, Mr. Long Distance himself.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty good, too.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Brissett sets to throw it. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, it's Gore. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On play action, Brissett. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So the offense has it 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Ringo. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And now past another. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Frank Gore scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Watson. He finds an opening past the 40. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards. Watson now to throw. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Now it's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Here we go.
Watson looks to throw again. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. Ten yards still left on second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go!
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
loved
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from